Hello, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus time travelers. Thank you for being here. This is your exclusive first quarter 2026 reading. We're going to take a look at January, February, as well as March. Keep in mind, it is a collective general reading, not individualized nor personalized to you. So as the messages come through today, just take what fits, how it fits, and leave what doesn't. And be sure to check out your other placements if you don't know what they are. In the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. With all of that said, let's begin. Tapping into the Cancer Collective now for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What does the Cancer Collective need to know for January, February, and March of 2026? What do they need to know? One more shuffle here. Thank you. In January, you have the Magician, you have the Six of Wands, and you have the Devil. For the month of February, you have Judgment, you have the Page of Cups, and you have the Four of Swords. For March, you have the Two of Pentacles, you have the Wheel of Fortune, and you have the Three of Cups. The underlining energy here is Temperance, Knight of Wands, Seven of Swords, High Priestess, Eight of Cups to the Four of Pentacles. Let's start to clarify this, my love, with the After Tarot deck. Can we clarify this, please, for the Cancer Collective? Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements for January, February, and March 2026. Okay, for January 2026, we are clarifying the Magician, the Six of Wands, and the Devil. For February 2026, we are clarifying Judgment, Page of Cups, and the Four of Swords. And for March 2026, we are clarifying Two of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, and the Three of Cups. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Magician is being clarified by the Three of Swords. The Six of Wands is clarified by the Page of Swords. The Devil is clarified by the Seven of Wands. Judgment for February now is clarified by the Devil. This is so nice. Wait till I give you the message. Page of Cups is clarified by the Two of Cups. The Four of Swords is clarified by the Four of Pentacles. For March, you have the Two of Pentacles clarified by the Nine of Pentacles. The Wheel of Fortune clarified by the Eight of Pentacles. And the Three of Cups is clarified by the King of Swords. My, have you come a long way. Underlining energy. Two of Swords. Seven of Pentacles. Knight of Wands. The Tower. To the Knight of Swords. To that Wheel of Fortune. You are changing through January, February, and March. So, this is amazing. January, you have the Magician to the Three of Swords, Six of Wands to the Page of Swords, and Devil to the Seven of Wands. Cancer, you are manifesting from a place of a healed space, a healed heart. This is really nice. This is now knowing what you want for your future. You have an idea of who you want to be, what you want to do, what type of people you want to surround yourself with. If you want to travel, where you want to travel to. This is very much I am not manifesting from a wounded place. So let's say this Three of Swords is in relation to a connection in your life that ended. Maybe you and your spouse or you and your significant other broke up. There could have been a time where you were manifesting them back, even if they were toxic, even if they were abusive in nature. But this is like, no. Now that I'm healed, I'm manifesting differently. I want something different for myself. So you're not manifesting from a place of, I need this, I'm codependent, just bring back that person even though they were terrible to me, or I'll take any job, just give me any job. No, this is coming from a very healed place within you. Emotionally and even psychologically, because the sword suit in tarot does speak about communication, and that rules the mind as well. So this is like body, mind, and spirit being healed in the month of January, and now you have this desire to manifest from a healed place, and therefore you are healing better situations, you are manifesting better situations, environments, and connections for yourself. Six of Wands to the Page of Swords. I like this. I think you're discovering what makes you happy, what you want to invest in, what you want to do with your future. You're looking for ways to have some triumph or have some success or have some victories. if for some of you, you've been a shut-in and you've been in the house, I feel like in the month of January, you're getting out more. So maybe you're connecting with friends, or you're just going out on your own, or maybe if you're partnered, you're going out with your partner. But this seems to be a desire here. One, there's a feeling here of gratitude, being grateful for who you are and what you have. And that's also coming from a healed place. And then there's also this thing of suddenly being curious. Excuse me, this darn cough. Suddenly being curious and inquisitive when it comes to, oh, I would like to do that. Oh, I'd like to go there. Oh, I'd like to try to make this, whatever, bake this good or cook this item. There's just something here where you're feeling a lot better and more whole within. The Devil to the Seven of Wands. I don't know if that devil represents a toxic situation, environment, or connection in your past, because it's a collective general reading, or maybe even a toxic pattern within yourself. But in January, you're like, no, hard stop. So again, whether this toxicity is external to you or internal to you, you're a hard stop. You're willing to battle yourself if you have to overcome the toxic pattern, and you're willing to battle other people if they're trying to bring any level of discord or toxicity into your life. I just feel like because you're healed, you're not putting up with that from someone else or even from yourself. February looks great. Judgment call to the Devil. In the After Tarot deck, like in this deck, the Devil card, we see two people. They are shackled, right? They're shackled to one another and essentially to the devil. And most cards depict the individuals in the Devil card that way, but in the After Tarot deck, they're free. So the judgment call here in the month of February is, I am freeing myself, and I'm never going back to either some toxic trait or pattern within myself, or I'm never going back to connecting with situations, environments, or connections that are toxic for me. And again, I feel like it's because there's some deep wound here in the Cancer collective that has been healed in the month of January. Page of Cups to the Two of Cups. If you want love, it's here. If this is your current connection, it's strengthening. If you want a new romantic partner, they're here for you. Like energetically, they're waiting for you to put yourself out there and become vulnerable and meet this person. Four of Swords to the Four of Pentacles. Again, the healing continues, but we're able to let go, because in the After Tarot deck, the Four of Pentacles, something we were holding on to, grief, resentment, a toxic person, a toxic trait within ourselves, is met with the Grim Reaper from the Death card. So this is, again, continuing to heal, not going back to anything that, and I'm going to say weak, so I don't want you to feel like I'm pointing my finger at you. This is like not going back to anything that, I did in the past, some toxic pattern or trait, or I'm not returning to anything in the past that was toxic, like if it was external to me, because I am on this healing journey. I'm speaking like you, and I like who I am today, and I have gratitude for everything in my life, and I'm excited about my future. And there's a partnership here in your life that you seem to be enjoying and embracing. March, Two of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles. This is definitely you balancing out your finances. I'm going to clarify this for you. It does look like for most of you in March, there could be some fluctuations in your finances, but it's overall still okay. But you just might want to watch your spending in the month of March. We have the Wheel of Fortune to the Eight of Pentacles. There's something here. It's new. You're desiring to put some real pentacle effort into it. Time, love, money, devotion. And then we have the Three of Cups to the King of Swords. So there's a decision here you're making to invest your pentacle resources in something or someone. You're very decisive about this. It makes you very happy. And so I see you moving forward. And for some of you, it could be in regards to this connection. So let me clarify this a little bit more for you. I love that you've healed. Can you clarify that Three of Swords? Can you clarify the Three of Swords? I think you're healing yourself from a Knight of Wands to the Seven of Swords, a family member, a friend, or a lover who was inconsistent or betrayed you in some way. It could even be like a coworker or a boss. But Temperance is more healing, and that's your underlining energy. So for the first 3 months of the year, you're still healing from this, and therefore now you're able to make some better decisions for yourself. Tell me more about that Three of Swords, though. Tell me more about the Three of Swords. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Nine of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, you're healing. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Wands. You're healing from something or someone that either made you feel isolated or created insecurities within you. There was worry in the situation, environment, or connection. You may have experienced financial, possibly emotional loss, maybe even some sexual neglect here. If this was a love connection, this is you balancing yourself out. This is you adapting after the storm. This is you making better use of your pentacle management, time, love, and money. And this is you really focused on your own comfort, your own happiness, having a lot of gratitude for what you've gone through and for what you have today. You're also fulfilling your wishes through this journey of healing. See, Ace of Wands, the Devil, Justice, and the Three of Swords. We see that Devil now for a third time, 3 different decks. So this is what you are overcoming or healing. Again, whether that's internal to you or external with someone else. Tell me about that Devil. This could be like temptation even. Like you're trying to lose weight and you're, you know, I don't know, tempted by gummy bears. I know I am. and it could just be like you fighting back on the temptation. Like, no, I said I was going to quit gummy bears. Or I'm going to quit drinking. Or I'm going to quit smoking. I just see you sticking. You're sticking to it. You're overcoming the toxic pattern or trait. Look at that. Just as I said that, you have the Six of Cups, the Hermit, and the Five of Wands. Again, whether it's internal or external to you, it's something that was in your life for quite some time, possibly even a soulmate for some of you. But it's almost like you have realized, if I continue to engage with this, it will continue to create internal conflict for me. And because you're now wiser and smarter, you're choosing to no longer engage with it or engage in that activity. This could be a person for some of you. If this was a person, they were a damn good teacher. And what that lesson is will be different for each of you, but they were a damn good teacher. Maybe what they had to teach you was to stand up for yourself. If this is internal to you, you're overcoming some type of addiction or pattern that you've had for a long time. You're overcoming, you're not just overcoming it, you're healing yourself through it. Page of Cups. Tell me about the Page of Cups here. Tell me about this Page of Cups. This looks like communication in February between you and a soulmate. Tell me about that Page of Cups. Tell me about the Page of Cups in February for the Cancer Collective. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Page of Cups is being clarified by the Three of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and the Eight of Wands. Bottom of the deck, we have Six of Wands, which is in January, where you're like, you're interested in things that will make you happy or engaging with individuals who will make you happy. And you're determining that that Page of Cups that is coming in, 2 different decks now, makes you happy. So you can claim this soulmate how you want. Your friend, a family member you're reconnecting with, a new lover, your existing partnership, you know, it's a general collective reading. But the feeling here seems to be, I want to move forward with this individual. I want to collaborate with them in some way, whether this is because of work, because we're friends, because we're family, because I want to get to know this person, or because I love this person. You know, again, that Two of Cups will be different for all of you, but there's communication between you and this individual in February. You seem to be very pleased and very happy to connect or reconnect with them, and you're willing to move the connection forward. Very nice. Tell me about the Two of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles here for March. Tell me about this Two of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles for March. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Two of Pentacles to the Nine of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. Judgment. And the Knight of Swords. Bottom of deck, Three of Cups. There's something here you're deciding to do in the month of March that affects your money, and it makes you very happy. You're deciding to move forward with it, and you're seeing your finances increase. So it could be a new job, launching your own business, a little side gig you have going on, maybe some freelance stuff, but there's definitely a feeling here of I'm moving forward. in this direction, and in regards to your finances, which I feel in the past may have been fluctuating for some of you, it's like they are now stabilizing in March because of a decision here that you appear to be making. And Three of Cups, this is a cause for celebration. This is happiness. This is success. Tell me a little bit more about that Three of Cups. Oh, Two of Cups to the Three of Cups. So you claim that Two of Cups how you want. Maybe this is you deciding to invest in this love partnership, and by March you're really glad that you did that. For others of you, that could be a professional soulmate. Like this could be your new boss or a new job. It could be a new business partner for you, or maybe your existing business partner. So this increase in your financial wealth is directly tied to this Two of Cups soulmate connection. So you're joining up with this person, and as a result, it's increasing your stability. And for most of you, that's in regards to your finances. And this is a cause for celebration. This is also like, I'm glad I made, or I know I made the right decision here. Tell me about that Three of Cups. Tell me about that Three of Cups. Let me shuffle that for you again. I just saw the Ten of Cups. Tell me about that Three of Cups here, please, for Cancer. Clarify that Three of Cups there. I also want to get into that Tower. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Three of Cups is clarified by the Hangman, the King of Cups, and the Seven of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Six of Pentacles. There's that Six of Wands again, and that Page of Cups. Yeah, your victory and success here is definitely tied to this. This almost feels like, oh my God, this is a dream come true. So maybe your current romantic partnership is elevating, and by March you're like, oh, I'm so glad that we worked things out, or that for some of you, you're traveling. You're deciding to travel in February or March with your person, but the feeling here seems to be, this feels too good to be true. So you claim that soulmate how you want, professional, platonic, or romantic, but it is increasing your stability and your abundance. And for many of you, that abundance is financial in nature, and you're ending the month of March feeling really glad that you decided to move forward with that particular connection. I don't have anything negative here except for something internal or external to you that was toxic in nature is no longer part of your life in 2026, and you seem to be okay with it. Now I want to clarify this Tower, the Knight of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. I think it's this that you're investing in, because I have the Knight of Swords here, and then I have the Wheel of Fortune. This all seems to be tied up in oh yeah, look, new beginning in the High Priestess. This all seems to be tied up to this new venture, this new investment that you're making. Can you clarify the Tower, please, for Cancer, for the Cancer Collective? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Tower to the Knight of Swords to the Wheel of Fortune. Justice, the Six of Wands again, and the Ten of Swords. You're overcoming something here. You're moving past difficulties, defeat, crisis, betrayal. Again, whether that was internal or external to you, you're finding victory. That's what that Tower is. The Tower is you overcoming something toxic, internal or external, and deciding to show up differently, be different, treat yourself differently, or just no longer associate with that person, place, or thing. This is huge. This is, your wishes are fulfilled. This is, oh, you're trading sadness for success. You're trading sadness for victory. I don't know exactly what's going on here for all of you, because it's a collective general reading. I just know that you are leaving behind something internal or external to you that was toxic in nature. And by March, you feel relieved that you did it, and you have a very solid soulmate here in your life. This is also could be going out more, going out with friends, or going out with this love partner. There's travel here. There's excitement. This is a complete turnaround from where you were 3 months ago when I was reading for you. The last 3 months, you seem to be a little bit more of a shut-in, a little bit more solitary, having a lot of emotions, dealing with some toxic person in your life, trying to overcome your own, I hate to say demons, but toxic patterns. We all have them. So the Cancer Collective has been squeezed. This is relief. This is joy coming back. This is happiness. This is overcoming obstacles. This is financial growth. And a deep connect. I'm telling you, there's a deep connection here blooming, whether it's currently in your life or it's someone new. All right, let's get some oracle cards and we'll close it out with kippers. Let's get some oracle cards here, please, for Cancer. Let's get one more shuffle here. Thank you. Belonging. I'll read them to you in a second. Soulful presence. Circle of care. There's love growing here. There's love growing and blossoming here. And even if it's just you're in love with your life again, that would be huge considering what you've gone through. Can we have 3 cards here, please, for January, February, and March for the Cancer Collective? I'm getting jittery. I'm so happy for you. One more shuffle. Thank you. This is how I felt for Pisces about a month ago when I started seeing the collective move forward. I was like, I'm going to be so happy to do your readings in 2026. And Cancer, I think I could say the same thing to you. If this message is resonating for you and you're turning things around, 2026, I'm going to have a really nice time. I really enjoy doing your readings for you because it feels like the heaviness is being lifted. You have dancing flames. You have standing stone, and you have tranquil meadow. Yeah, there's peace here after it evading you for quite some time. So your oracle cards, belonging. Find your true place where you are loved and accepted for who you are. Remember what I said? It felt like you were being more grateful for who you are, how far you've come, what and who you have in your life. I also think you're putting the pieces together. That was that feeling like I'm trying to discover things that'll make me happy. It's like you're jumping back into the pool of life with both feet. And you're like, I'm not going to sink this time because I can swim. Like I'm an expert swimmer. Dancing flames. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate your passions. Let your enthusiasm shine. I told you. You then have soulful presence. Connect with your inner self, live in the present, and stand firm in your beliefs. Yeah, whatever toxic person, place, or thing this is, or something internal to you, you are standing solid here that you're not entertaining it anymore or engaging with it anymore. Then you have standing stone, stability and endurance. Stand firm in your convictions. You're absolutely doing that in February. And then March, we have circle of care. Grow with the support of love and compassion, connecting to the strength of others. There's at least one soulmate here where this is... I don't want to say it's starting in February, but the growth is visible in February. And then like by March, it's just multiplying. Then you have tranquil meadow. Find peace and simplicity and enjoy the beauty that now surrounds you. What a nice reading. Let's close it out with some kippers. Peace. Real comfort, real happiness, real satisfaction. This is not the kind of stuff you can buy. This is internal to you, and it's because you chose to do the work. Bravo. Bravo. 2 cards here for the middle row. 2 cards here for this final row for March. There's a new soulmate or a soulmate connection here, and it is very strong in your life. You have courtship and you have the coffin card. For most of you, this is a person that was toxic in nature, whether that was your boss or an ex-coworker or friend, family member, or lover. They're no longer in your life. It's a decision that you're making. It's possible for some of you this person has passed away, but coffin in the reverse is like there's no coming back. So regardless of how you lost this individual by force or by choice in 2025, there's no coming back or no going back to it in January. And you seem to be accepting that and content with it and healing from that separation or that loss. Then you have message and you have distant horizons. Your love connection. If it's currently in your life and that's not the toxicity we're talking about, some of you could again, be thinking about traveling over the course of the next 3 to 6 months because this is a timing card for me. And for others of you, if this is new love, I believe you have an opportunity here to connect with this individual. The relationship's going to really take off within the next 3 to 6 months. And then you have occupation and you have main female. I told you, you could be main male, you could be main female, but there's something here about your pentacle resources increasing in the month of March. This is one of the best readings that I have done for you in a long time, because you've really been going through it. We have marriage, we have unexpected income, imprisonment, and adjudication. You are free. You are free from something that was bad for your emotional health, psychological health, financial health. You are free from it, and you are moving towards this connection, this soulmate connection, whether it's professional, platonic, or romantic. That is what I have for you. What a fantastic reading. If you like that message, it resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And thank you once again for being a time traveler. Until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.